Hey everybody, well this is Ed with Call Me Mr. Broadstreet again, and didn't plan on doing a video today, obviously, but just wanted to kind of reflect a little bit on passing of Charlie Watts. I think, the funny thing is I don't have anything scripted for this video, so I'm really am winging it, no pun intended. But with Charlie, an amazing drummer, seemed like a really warm, wonderful human being as well. I think the thing I always like to get across is whenever I'm talking about whether it's Beatles or another band I like, such as the Rolling Stones, you really can't have a conversation about one without including the other. Beatles, Stones, they go together, and they were friends for many many years. Still are friends for all the members that are now still with us as of this date. Charlie was that backbeat, that steady rocking beat over many, many years playing the drums with the Stones. I have a little personal connection with the band. Got to see them in 1997, so that's the program right there that I got from the concert. Got a nice little treat for there as well. But as you can see, just kind of a really nice photo from the program that they gave. Really great show. I remember that. It was a really, really great show. Here's the ticket stub right here. Hopefully people can see it. Thursday, October 23rd, 1997. Quite a while ago at this point. And this my dad will get a kick out of. Mix 107.3 on Ticketmaster. I'm going to go ahead and put all that back together. Again, just a very, very amazing, musician. I think definitely up there among the best of rock and roll drummers. I know we all have our personal favorites out there, but you can't have a conversation again without including him. You simply can't. Just the driving force behind the band, behind so many of their hits, their deep album cuts. Again, he's going to be very sorely missed. I know that given news events, he hadn't been doing too well recently. As I understand it, he had a battle with cancer himself that seemed to be getting better. We don't know what the exact cause is yet, as I'm taping the day of hearing the news. But obviously surrounded by friends and family, which was probably the most important thing. Barring everything else, barring all the other glory, records, all the rest of it. It really does come down to who we're with, who's in our corner, and who's in our lives. So, it's a sad day. It's definitely a sad day to hear about that. Just a couple of pieces from what I have my collection. I had been thinking about doing some sort of off the Beatle path album reviews at some point from some of the other stuff I have, like David Bowie and the Stones are probably the two biggest other collections I have besides the Beatles. Just a couple quick recommendations. Again, Beggar's Banquet, can't really go wrong with it. Let It Bleed, can't go wrong with it. Personal favorite of mine, It's Only Rock and Roll, 1974. Really great drumming on that album. Some Girls from 1978, which I think is their masterpiece. I think this is the best album they did right here, bar none. The album I started with in the middle of their career, Tattoo You, which ironically just literally celebrated its 40th anniversary as of yesterday, I think, for the release in the United States. So talk about kind of weirdly coincidental timing with everything. So those are some of the albums I have. Underrated one, Dirty Work. See, there's Charlie in all his mid-'80s glory right there. Really good tracks on here. One Hit to the Body, I can highly recommend. That should have been a single, and probably one of the best songs of the '80s. Steel Wheels, can't go wrong with that. Last consistently good album, in my opinion, in my view. Other mileage might vary. One of their live albums from the Steel Wheels tour, live at the Tokyo Dome from 1990. And again, just a nice little photo to kind of send it off with a little bit. He was also a jazz aficionado, so I hope people can see that. I know you're probably getting a little bit of the glare from the light. I'm going to try to mitigate that the best I can for the camera. A really good book on them, kind of Rolling Stones Omnibus Press. It's a visual documentary by Miles. Miles is familiar to the Beatles world, as Barry Miles, had written a biography about Paul McCartney back a while ago, many years from now, is the name of the book. But yeah, again, it was just this show was it was really amazing to see just the energy they had. Again, it was my first and really so far only time getting to see the Rolling Stones, and especially, getting to see them with Charlie and with what is now considered most of the classic lineup. So again, it's always very tough. It's always tough when you think about, somebody famous. I mean, we all have to face our own mortality at some point or another. Certainly we in the Beatles community have felt loss with, John and George, and of course, Rolling Stones, no stranger to that with Brian Jones from way back in 1969. But it had been such a long time that, these fellows are getting up there in age, and you figure, oh, they're going to just live for even a longer time. You can only hope that things were happy and peaceful for him at the end. With any member of the overall rock family, it is like losing a family member. I mean, even though you can't, there's no way you can know everything about a person. We all may like to project whatever our fandoms are onto people we idolize, people we listen to. But it still has very much that feeling. So, that's pretty much it. So again, I hope to maybe get to some of those at some point too. But he'll be missed, and that's really it. And if you do enjoy this channel, hit the bell, like, subscribe. But much love out to him and his fans, and to all of us. It's a big loss for rock and roll. And it's kind of sad that there, obviously maybe more coming at some point, but, treasure the memories you have of the artists and get to see them while you still can, whether it's live or, on TV or buying their albums. But Charlie, we'll miss you, and I hope you're really having a great jam session out there in the great beyond. Thank you so much. Until next time.